Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Dost and I'm still playing Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. To begin with, in this episode, I wanted to have a look at some crafting recipes. Um, During my play, I found two normal elite armors. So we have a Dusk Shroud and a Scarab Husk. And both of them would be good bases for rune words if they would have sockets inside. There is a recipe for the Heraldric Cube to add sockets to such an armor. The amount of sockets that you get will be random, but we can give it a try to see whether we get a 2 or 3 open socket armor, which would be a good base for rune words. So to start off, we have to put the armor into the Heraldric Cube together with a perfect topaz, a tool rune, and a tar rune. And as you can see, if I transmute it, I get sockets on the Scarab Husk. Unfortunately, now I got a 4 open socket one, which I'm not sure if there's rune words for 4 open socket armor. I don't know any rune word for it. So I mean, I will probably keep it nevertheless in case I want to socket it with anything else than a rune word, but that was not really what I was looking for. So maybe we are more lucky with the Dusk Shroud. Just put the stuff and we get a 4 socket again, unfortunately. So the for your understanding, the likelihood of getting 4 socket is the highest because as far as I understood it, the recipe will roll basically a dice from 1 to 6, and these armors they can have at most 4 sockets. So whenever it rolls a 4, 5, or 6, it will result in an armor with 4 sockets. And then if you want 2 or 3, or you can of course also get 1 socket. This is 1 and 6 chance each. 1 socket is useless, I would say. That's never what you want. 2, 3 is I think the ideal cases, and then 4 is what I got here twice. Is the most likely case, but yeah, I think it's not what you really want. Okay, so this was unfortunately not successful, but not a problem. I will keep them. Maybe I find other good bases for armors. Maybe I'm lucky I even find one with sockets by itself. But this was now not the case. So then another thing that I was doing a little bit offline before. So last episode we stopped at the beginning of Act 3. But I think playing through the beginning of this takes a lot of time and is not so super interesting to watch. It was not really that difficult in the end with my paladin. He doesn't take too much damage, just takes a while. So I've played a bit until I've reached Lower Kurast. And now currently I have to search for the, what is it, the heart? Or yeah, I think the heart is next in the sewers, and I have already the quest to find them Elden's tomb. Um, yeah, okay, that's a side quest basically. But what I've been doing in Lower Kurast, I actually got a pretty good map here in the sense that I have this fire pit directly next to the waypoint. And what I learned is that here these chests near the fire pit, uh, they are always present and they are so-called super chests. So if the players count is increased, they give more loot. I think that's true for all chests, but they give a lot more loot, yeah. So in general, they probably give more loot than anything else, than normal chests. So what I would do is just come here, make sure the area is safe, yeah, and then I can switch to players 8 and open this chest. So this one was not really special. Yes, a little bit more stuff inside, but nothing too good as well. But these runs, they don't take long, so I can do a lot of them in half an hour. So here was nothing special dropping here, but then I can just, oops, just quit the game and do another one. So now the players count will be on players 8, so I have to reset it. Actually, if you don't want to type so much and you want to do a lot of these runs, you can set it a lot of time. I think you have to set it like 10 times. And then if you open a new game, it will still have this on the console, the command that you've typed. So if I want to switch to 8 now or back to 1, that's very easy. Um, yeah, and then like this, you can do several runs, and you also oftentimes find very valuable magic items. This one is not so great, but Diablo one. You find tons of them, so you also get like tons of money. But what you're really looking for in these runs is not really money. What you're looking for is runes. Runes sometimes drop. Then you get jewels a lot. You get charms. You get charms here. Um, and what else do you get? Yeah, gems. You get also a lot of gems from this. So this is stuff you cannot. Oops. Yeah, of course you should increase the player's count first before you open the chest, because then you get the additional loot. So far, nothing really remarkable. Um, so it doesn't show that much. Sometimes you have really you open one chest and the whole screen is full of items. It's already at the cap, so it doesn't show anything anymore, or it doesn't show everything anymore. You can of course also do these runs always directly starting on players 8. But the only problem is then all the monsters which you run into here will have tons of life. And yeah, for me it's just safer doing it like this. I'm not able to defeat the monsters here on players 8, or at least not very well. Um, but just switching once forth and back is very easy once you have locked it like this. So you can still do these runs quickly. I don't see a problem with that. You wouldn't have to fight the opponents here. You can also try to sneak by. Oh yeah, this was a good one. So showing what I was wanting to talk about. Yeah, that you get oftentimes tons of stuff dropping. So far nothing interesting. So no runes, no gems, no charms. Oh, here we have a rune. So this is rings, yeah. And we have a large charm, an amulet, another large charm. So this was really a good one. I like to see that. And yeah, then you just rinse and repeat. I will do like one or two more, and then I think we go into something else. I'm not sure this is really interesting to watch, but as you can see, you get a lot of money and you get a lot of this other stuff. So 2 to strength, some fire damage I don't even want to keep. Magic damage reduced, chance to cast, also not interesting. Damage reduced, I mean, would be fine, but it's not good enough that I will actually be wearing this with any character. I have to be careful, don't want to socket those. Yeah, and I've already collected a lot of rejuve also this way. Okay, let's do like, oops, 1 or 2 more. And then we continue with something else. And once the opponents are around, you can already change the player count because it depends on when they come to you, what players count you have at this point in time. Afterwards, you can change it as you like. But if I encounter opponents now here, they might not have been already counting with players 1. They might be players 8 then, but not a problem until they've reached me. I've already left the game. So that's a simple method to, especially farming charms, I think. I don't think there's other good places where you can so easily find these charms. Yeah, okay, this has just some cold damage, some dexterity. I mean, you probably still have to do a lot of runs to find anything really good. But doesn't matter. Still, oh yeah, and now I'm accidentally on players 8. Okay, yeah, you sometimes also get rare items. Well, like a lot of rare items potentially. Breastplate might be something to look at. Is this interesting? Yeah, maybe. Breastplate, and I think the rest I don't care about. And an Amron, and then Flawless Emerald. So there we have basically everything that you can find here, I would say. Every category, of course, not every rune and so on. Yeah, okay, good. I think that's showing the concept. Then I would say we switch back to players 1 and continue a little bit with the actual quests. Let's see if we can get to the sewers. We'll open those chests. They still drop well on players 1, but just not as good. Topaz. Flawless Sapphire, yes. I'll take this as well. Okay, so now I think here's the way to continue. We'll have to go to Upper Kurast, and then from there we can go into the sewers. There's a group of Thrasher. Mostly the opponents in Act 3 are fine for a Zealot. I've not encountered any physically immune at all up to now, except for a few boss monsters, of course, which have like some perks which make them physically immune. But apart from that, there's no monsters which are in themselves physically immune. It's just those Thrashers. They are maybe not the ideal opponents because they are relatively tanky and they stun when you hit them. No, sorry, they stun when they hit you. And they have frenzy, so they attack quickly. Yeah, this stuff. So for that reason, they are not the ideal opponents, but pretty much everything else was fine so far. So let's see, here's a big group of these hunters. Let's try to fight them in the entrance, as usual. But mostly they seem to be pretty okay. Yeah. So main DPS is actually my mercenary. He deals more damage than my paladin. But As long he usually also against normal opponents, he's very tanky, just like the boss monsters at the end of each act, where he's not really tanking so well. There must be some kind of modifier which leads to that he takes more damage from yeah, from those bosses. I don't know about this exactly, but it must be something like that because I mean, he's definitely taking more damage than I do in those encounters. Yeah, just going for more gold. Oh, 2 to lightning skills. That could be actually fine to keep. And 6% cold res and 2 to dex is also something I think is good. Then this one for rejuve and get the quest item, please. So this was the side quest. Um, we luckily on the first temple already got the right one. So I think there's up to 6 it said in the quest that you normally would have to check if you're unlucky. But this way is of course more easy. And there we talked about physical immunes. There they are. First time. So we have these swarms again from previous difficulty from Act 2, and this is then gonna be nasty again. So swarms, I have to skip them basically because yeah, they are physical immune. I don't deal much damage to them. But what do we have here? This rejuve, Superior Unraveler Head, Totem Socket, Fire Pole, the Fire Golem, Poison Nova, Attract. Don't think that's gonna be any of the main skills that a Necromancer is gonna be using. So here we have those healers to kill first. Wow, he just one-shotted one of these swarms. So we need to find the entrance to the sewers. It's called sewers. But we have the waypoint, which is also good. And if I can remember, it would be over there, the right tomb, but because you can also go there for farming experience and stuff. But probably on hell difficulty, there's better ways to do this. And I'm also already on a relatively high level. 79 is pretty good. Monster Shrine. Okay, interesting. Let's see, anything around? What will it do? Nothing. I would have expected some monsters to spawn, but at least I don't find them. Okay, if it's those guys, then that was it. But this is not even a boss. Not sure. Okay, now we're already finding the way to Upper Kurast. But we have a Battle Shrine. Battle Shrine is great. Increases our damage. Increases the accuracy. So we will hit more often. It's just sad if it's going to be removed by us getting cursed. So I will try to check bosses if I see them, but cannot give any guarantees that I will do this correctly. Yard. So here we are now in Upper Kurast. Let's see. He was fortunately not cursed. I didn't see it fast enough. So on this side, sometimes there's an entry to the to the source, but it seems to be not the case this time. This is, I think, already the way to Travancore. So where you find the High Council in the end, is it? Can I get over to the healer? Oh, as you can see, mostly it is fine. As long as I'm dealing some damage, I'm getting health back. My mercenary has also lifesteal, so he hits himself pretty well. We have enough DPS to get through here. It's not like super fast, but it's working okay. This is so far pretty much how all of Act 3 was. Kurast. Causeway. I'll not pick up the normal rejuves. I think I have enough rejuve. Lord Topaz, no. Yeah, here we are in Travancore. So that's too far ahead. We don't have to go there yet. First we have to find the entry to the sewers. What's this? Salé? No, I think that's a helmet as well. So let's see whether we can find the entrance. I mean, pretty sure we're gonna find the entrance, just a question of when. I will go back to town shortly to sell some stuff. Maybe get rid of some of these. Wow, tons of full rejuve, nice. And this one I had to give it away somewhere. Nothing in the cube. Okay. Whom do I have to give? To Alcor. Okay. Then let's visit Alcor shortly. Lecken Temple. Yes, nice. So he directly gives me 5 stat points, which is sweet. 15 life in the end. The other quest is even a little bit better, where you get 20 life from the potion, but both is good. So this stuff done. Oh, and we found the waypoint. Great. Now just the entrance to the sewers. This looks good. This is basically where the entrance to the sewers can also be, or what it can look like. There's a healer. Okay, now my weapon is starting to break. Oh, a shell rune. Nothing too special, but I'll take a free shell rune nevertheless. Poison shrine. I don't think I want to poison myself. Where's the entrance? I've never had such a hard time finding the entrance to the source. Basically, just randomly stumbled upon it. There's also like multiple entrances actually. Oh, okay, he has a lower res aura. That's typically one of the few things which is scary when they use a lot of these magic attacks and then in addition have this aura which reduces your resistances. Good thing about those guys is now there's only the boss himself who uses magic attacks. If you have any boss groups where everyone is using magic attacks, then it's totally a different story. The flail, I'll just keep it for maybe a low-level character. Here we go. That's the entrance to the sewers level 1. Now in the sewers, we have to find level 2, the entrance to level 2. Graphic shield has no res on it. Okay, we have these preserved dead in here. They are not scary opponents, that's totally fine. Oh, but we have those guys in here. They are very scary opponents. The dolls, they deal tons of damage. They deal damage when they explode. So when you kill them, they're just nasty overall. They're really nasty. That's very scary to see those guys here. Could be totally that I will be dying here now. But I'll try to be careful. Don't want to lose this sweet experience. And there's some guy which revives them. Ah yeah, here. Horadrim Ancient. Damage is not really great from my side, I have to say. But so far it's okay. So nothing on this side. Let's continue then with the dolls here. I don't want to do any special teleport action. That could be going wrong easily. This is another entrance. It looks. Oh, it was so close to my waypoint and I didn't find it. It looks exactly the same, this entry, like the other one. I was a little bit confused. And there's dolls. Always a bad thing. Is there anyone who revives them around? Usually when the skeletons are there, there's also the revive guy. Let's see, yeah, here he is. Trying to hide in the back. There's more skeletons. Are they still from him or is there another one around? Let's see. Yeah, here's another one. Not sure, they might have been too far away for him to revive them. Oh, but dolls. Royal shields. The dolls, they are also running away, I see. Wow, this is, as you can see, sometimes they suddenly deal so much damage. I was almost instantly on 0 life. Almost 0. That's just crazy. That's why they're so scary. Want to keep my holy shield on in this area for sure. Every block against these guys is going to be important. So here's just a nice chest. Flawless topaz. Yeah, cool. And maybe I should also pick up some healing potions here because I have to use them now. Didn't really mind before because I basically never healed. Never had to heal myself. Nothing special there. I wanted to check the royal shield for shortly. It's a 4 on the second one, but it has no natural resistances on it. That's unfortunate. It has attack rating, which is interesting, but it's not the good stuff. Not the good stuff. Oh, he's lightning enchanted. Viper Killer the Destroyer. Great name. Great name. Armor potion. Skull cap. It's not good. I would prefer super healing potions over great ones. And here's the third entrance. It would have been here. So going from the waypoint over there. Great. But not what I want to find. Dolls. For some reason they did no damage. Maybe you can also block the explosion, that could be the case. But this one I did not block. My mercenary should come over here, please. There's also not much opponents where you can life leech from. All of those skeletons don't allow you to life leech, and then you constantly have the poison on you, which negates the life leech also to some degree. Float amethyst, super healing potion, that's what I want. Hydra edge. Maybe I shortly go back to restock some potions and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I will keep this. Yeah, the rest I will keep. Poison resists. That's still no good. I should have kept the full rejuve. Well, let me just get it. So, and we continue. And there we go. That's the way. That's where we continue to lower level. And here's always this boss group with the loom bats. I want to have my mercenary with me against them, please. Because he's very tanky, he's very strong. Oh, and they're cursed. Then was even better that I had my mercenary with me. Flying super healing potion of a super healing one. And now what you have to do is get the lever going, and then you can go downstairs, and there's also some opponents usually here, so I will get rid of the curse first. Sorry. This one's just money. I don't think I've no idea whether any character really plays with throwing weapons in this game. And I think I was wrong. There were no opponents down here. But I think this can be different. Oh, there's some opponents. Okay. Cold Shrine, yes. Okay, good. That's it. We got the heart. We got a lot of exploration done. We got some farming runs in. And yeah, got not really lucky on the armor upgrades, unfortunately, but it's okay. Maybe next time will be better, or maybe there's even a full open socket rune world. That would be also great. But let's see. So I will end this episode here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you maybe next time. Goodbye.